as far as I can tell, nobody really prepares us for. Hello, 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 my lovely friends. Welcome back to Lisa's Hearts and Crafts. Pop that kettle on, get your stitching, your crochet, whatever crafts that you're making today, and let's spend a little bit of time together. Today's chat is one that I think we can all relate to. It's close to my heart, as I'm sure it will be to yours. I want to talk about something that really does affect a lot of people in their 50s, 60s, and we find ourselves facing the time in our lives when we're looking after people who once looked after us. They've got older and their needs are increasing. And it's one of those parts of life that, as far as I can tell, nobody really prepares us for. One day we're asking our parents for advice, and then before we know it, those roles have reversed and they're asking us to help them. It might be that they're asking for help to remember appointments, go to the appointments, they need help with their shopping, or simply they need more of our company. It's a role reversal, isn't it? And it can feel beautiful to be needed, but also heartbreaking at the same time. And I've learned that caring isn't just about doing those practical things. They're important, but sometimes it's just giving them our time and sitting with them and being together, listening to the same story for the 10th time. And does it change each time? A bit more exaggerated. Looking through old photographs and reminiscing, or watching their favourite television programmes. Last of the Summer Wine comes to my mind. Oh. Those quiet moments, though, often we'll look back on and we'll treasure. And in my experience of having gone through this and still going through it, I've realised that our loved ones, they don't stop being the people they were. That doesn't suddenly stop. They still want their independence. They still want their dignity and deserve it. And they still want to make their own choices wherever they can. And sometimes the greatest gift that we can give them is to help them to do those things and to help them feel useful and not helpless. How can we do this? Things like asking for a recipe that we know is one of their favourites and we love. Like I said, listening to their memories, that's really important. Passing down life history. They've spent a lifetime of learning, haven't they? And their stories really matter. That's our heritage. And their wisdom is priceless. But if you are a caregiver, you'll know it's not always easy. There are days when you're exhausted. Your fuse might be shorter than normal because you're going through the changes of life, maybe the menopause. There'll be days when you're really worried about them or something else you're trying to juggle. Often your own health is limiting you. Your own family still need you, and you've got appointments. You might still be working. Oh, it wears me out just saying all those things. But I just want to say that if you are a caregiver, you're doing far better than you probably give yourself credit for. You don't have to be perfect. You simply just need to keep showing up with a lot of love. In my small experience, one thing I've learned is that you can't pour from an empty cup. And I've done that, and I've reaped the consequences. So if I had my time again, I would look after myself more. And that's not selfish, it's essential. Take that walk, read that book, meet that friend, spend time crafting. Have a proper cup of tea while it's hot. Take another sip. It's these little moments that refill our hearts, give us energy to carry on, to be able to care for others. As you know, crafting's become a bit of a therapy for me. There's something about making with our hands that calms a busy mind. It does that for me. Even if it's just 20 minutes of slow stitching or something small, colouring in a colouring book. That's something I enjoy doing. Sometimes when I can't even think about stitches, it's just colouring in those shapes. It's about realising that we're more than just the responsibilities we have. We're still creative, we're still a person, we're still ourselves. And finally, if your loved one needs you, that's precious. That's a privilege. While you've still got them, tell them how much they mean to you. Ask those questions about the family history. Write them down, because if you don't, they can be lost forever. Record those stories. Take lots of photographs. Laugh together. Not because we're expecting tomorrow to be different, but because today's ordinary day, and the moments of today can become those memories that we hold dear and that we wish we could relive. It's been 7 years since I lost my mum, and it's many decades since I lost my grandparents. But I'd love to know in the comments anything you've found helpful as a caregiver, or what worries you. What's the biggest lesson you've learned on the way? What's your biggest fear? And perhaps by sharing these experiences, we can help someone else who's quietly walking the same path we are. That's what this community is about, helping each other. This channel is about just having a switch off from our day and a little bit of fluff, really. And I want to make this corner of YouTube as fluffy as possible, so that when you come here, you feel warm, welcomed. That's my aim. Take gentle care of yourself. Keep creating beautiful things. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.